Good morning, everyone. It's Trader Rob. Today is Thursday, March 19th. Let's get into the markets here. Obviously, sellers have been in some pretty strong control here this morning. As you guys can witness here by the strong delta volume band sitting pretty damn down. Wow, this is a pretty strong drop off here. Very strong drop off here. Wowzers. Good morning, Coach Cleats. Nordic Joe, Karen, Rob, Keith, Steve, Joe, John. Good morning to all. All right, let's see where, if anywhere, buyers can get somewhat of a backbone here or not. It's a pretty strong drop off here already. What I would like to see on the NQ here would be, I want to see how they react off of this open push right here, off this level sitting right around the 24,427s. So this could show us here a little bit here this morning. Push continues. Buyers have not shown really any backbone here yet. Mikey, good morning. AP, good morning. Hopefully everybody's off to a good start here this morning. So for those of you guys that caught the stream yesterday, you guys saw that marathon of a short that I was in yesterday. Obviously, if you guys kept watching that chart like how I did, not only did it smash my TP, where my TP would have been at, or I should say where my TP was at before I closed it, but it also went all the way down, balanced out the IB, and hit that volume pocket that I was showing you guys that I said was pretty far-fetched, pretty down there, but it hit there with a pretty strong hurry. And on the ES, even though we were in FOMC, those three kind of volume bands that I was showing you that I was seeing on Bookmap, that was pretty much where we played ping pong throughout the entire afternoon. So woulda, coulda, shoulda, all hindsight in theory. You know, I was making some comments yesterday about, you know, obviously the initial push was where my edge was at, which was true, and then that edge I thought diminished pretty strongly based on what I was seeing on level 2 Bookmap. But, you know, what I finally entered into the journal was, you know, if I'm willing to put on the risk, and I had the risk open, and I actually had price action come pretty damn close to my stop. I also came 3 points away from my take profit. I probably should have just stayed into that trade if the risk was already on. So I was able to capture, I think, 15 points from there, but and I can't say it was bad trading or good trading. It was one of those that was pretty kind of borderline. What the ES looks like here. This all green's probably all been taken over here. Let's take a look. Yes, it has been. So really, buyers don't have any footing in the market right now. As of right now. Sellers are pretty much in complete control here. Just trying to find some unbalanced pocket areas that we can scalp from. Nothing here yet. Right here, we've obviously balanced out a good portion of volume right here. So the morning push, which I don't typically put a lot of weight into, this has the most unbalanced volume currently sitting right now. So this will be a good area here to see what the market kind of wants to do here. See if it wants to sweep liquidity. See if it wants to trap a lot of these sellers. I mean, the buyers are just going to have to, we're going to have to see a huge delta spike here for buyers to regain some control here in the market. Tiger Trades, good morning. Anna, good morning. You guys can see this almost was a flip. You can see sellers trying to defend here, but buyers making a decent push right now. This is seller controlled area, so we'll see if we can get a flip here or not. Just want to jump on the I see some higher time frame areas here that the market would be maybe interested in. It's pretty down there though, 24,206. That could be a realistic target. So the patterns that I see fail regularly on these higher volume, it's very similar to how I invalidate my my scalping setups, where if we get a strong push into an unbalanced volume area and we don't actually tap in, but we kind of sweep it. So it's almost the same type of scenario here. That I look at for my scalping. I see the same thing kind of play out on these higher time frame. Now granted, I don't put a lot of weight into this one just because this was the market open, but this is the first big unbalanced volume area, and if they can break through here, usually tells me that they're just trapping a lot of the sellers, the early sellers in the market here. As you can see, delta increasing. Go, and that failed. Again, very similar pattern. I like to, just like how in my scalps, I like to see price action come right into our entry. I don't want it missing entry by a few points, then coming right back down, hitting where my TPs would be at. Now this obviously would have been a short scenario. It's a great sweep right here, but just gonna kind of let the market play out here for a little longer. Guys, if you haven't liked the stream, I would appreciate it. My daughter's asked me to ask the chat, or to ask the viewers to hype my YouTube video, my live stream. Don't necessarily know what that means. I've always just said to like the video, but I guess there's a new hype feature that helps get your channel kind of viewed by similar minded individuals. If you guys know what that feature does, I'd love to hear. Map some areas down here. Obviously I would need a flip green here to take any longs from here, but at least we can have these kind of set up and see how the market reacts. Now, granted, this is a buyer unbalanced volume area. So currently we're in a pretty strong, let me just make sure that nothing has flipped here. I don't think it has. It has not. So this is still a seller controlled area for me. So I'm not going to be taking a long here just yet unless we get some type of flip here that would indicate that the buyers are, you know, really showing some strength. But this is definitely going to be a high reactionary zone. I was actually with my buddy here yesterday, and it's so funny. That's exactly where I had my initial TP at. Oh man. All right, nice little reaction there. So I was with a few of my friends yesterday, and they pulled up my videos, and if you go, you have to kind of scroll. If you're on a phone or a mobile device, you have to scroll to the left once, like either on the comments or it's got to be scrolled one to the left, and then you'll see it pop up where it says hype this video. All right, so we finally did get a buyer flip right here from this unbalanced volume area, which doesn't surprise me. So red goes to there. Now we've got a new area here that is now controlled temporarily by buyers. And then I can get rid of these. So now we'll kind of see how the fight, I get rid of this band here as well. Just to make things a little nicer on the eyes. We're gonna call this area down here a little kind of neutral right now. Let's see what. Obviously, the market. You can see how this kind of plays out with price action. These bands. It really does show you fair value for right now. Temporary fair value. It's kind of early in the day, but Gives you a very good indication of what's going on in the markets right now. Okay, a lot of negative delta right here on this footprint. So at this point, we'll see if we can close green here and this delta is still negative. We can make another flip where buyers have regained some more of this territory. As I mentioned to my signal members this morning, this reaction band that we've got here at the 24,560 to the 568s, this is our first real big unbalanced volume area for sellers. So this will be very interesting right here. Very strong unbalanced volume area right here for buyers. So right now the 24,457s, good amount of unbalanced volume here for buyers. Again, we're in a green zone, red zone right now, so I want to see something flip here to green. Give me a little bit more confidence on this scalp. So we'll see here what the market wants to do. And they're pumping with authority. Looks like they trapped a lot of those early sellers here this morning. As you guys can see, we have not gotten a flip here yet. In fact, sellers showing strength once again here. So that's what kind of validates these for longs. I have these set up for longs right now, but again, if we're in a red seller still controlled area, it's not where I want to take a scalp. See if we can get a flip here by buyers. And hoping everyone's having a great morning. Good job, AP. So ES is getting to its first reaction band. And Q's not quite there yet. had a pretty big flip there on the ES. So that's what the ES looks like right now. Didn't see the flip yet on the NQ. Let's see if there's anything on the ES that might look interesting. ES has now got a pocket right here. So yes, it's got a little unbalanced area sitting from the 66.36 to the 25s, with a pretty nice little area here at the 66.33s. I'll take a look and see what price action does around here, probably on the 12 range. NQ's a little sideways here for a little bit. So currently on the 12 range on the ES. See if we get a little push to this buyer, unbalanced buyer area right here. Alright, so on the NQ we just had our flip. So the first flip for the NQ. This is what the NQ looks like. Strong move. Not much area here to scalp from to the downside. No flip there either. A lot of delta coming into the market right there on that push. It's a nice little consolidation. I'm telling you, the footprints just help you see the markets, in my opinion, just extremely well. You couple that with level 2 data, it can be dangerous. Okay, this is going to be our first test here of this unbalanced volume area. I do like this area. So we get a small scalp here. Come on, take my entry. A lot of volume sitting right there, so just pecking at it. Don't want to see this completely ripped to the upside. Let's go. Take my entry. Okay, there's entry. Let's go. Let's go. Seeing a lot of pressure here. Damn it. Come on. Saved there by a tick. Alright, I'm jumping out of that trade there. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Oh, you suck. Oh, you suck. Ay, ay. Well, that stunk. I should have known they were just clearing out stops there, but you could just see the pressure in that candle. All right. So now let's delete this. Let's go to footprint. Sellers have regained a little bit. AP, the NQ is manageable. NQ is manageable. I mean, this is sniper scalping right here. I mean, this is 10 points, 10-point stop losses, 9-point stop losses, 11-point stop losses. Gotta hit a few here. This one's coming in here quick. May have missed that one there. Well, J-Loves, I closed out of a trade a little early here on this long for 4.5 points, and just to see it go and hit my TP. So, not the greatest start yet so far this morning. Thanks, bud. Alright, so we're coming into an area here of some pretty big, higher unbalanced volume that we're just tapping into right here in this gray box. So I am going to be very interested here. Say they probably come down and tap right into here. Take a starter position right there. Let's see if I get filled. Saw the reaction there that I liked. Get a push here. Come on, what's up, buyers? Give me a push right here. That's where I see them showing their some unbalanced volume sitting right there. A little bit even higher, even to the 84s right around here. So let's see if we get a push here. 20 points. Come on. All right, so we're still seeing some buying pressure, selling pressure here. Come on. One push. Come on, buyers. Let's see, where was it? Come on. Yeah, same spot. Same spot. I'm going to reduce risk here to about 8 points. Come on. Don't sweep me now. Don't sweep me now. Come on. They are gonna sweep it. Son of a bitch. Ugh. Come on. Just take it already. Let's go. Guess I gotta consider this a scalp here too at the 24 430s. I knew that's where the reaction was gonna be at. Jumped in right past that. And I got cooked there. I want to see if I get a delta flip here. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get one here. Oh, you're a jerky. You are a jerky. So in hindsight, got in a bit early on there. I did say I was getting into a little bit of an early entry there. Should have probably just waited for the confirmation. Come on. Tap into the entry. Let's go. All right. Nice little scalp right there. Okay, we've got another pretty big piece of unbalanced volume sitting right here. Down here, I should say. We would need to see some kind of flip here. Right now we're still in a seller dominated area. So we'll kind of see here what the initial balance gives us here this morning. And definitely not the greatest trading here this morning. Bailed out of a trade early that would have got to TP. A little bit early on that entry on the larger time frame. Should have just waited for the higher time frame confirmation. I would have very easily gotten my 30 points and then some. I should say 36 points because that's what I was targeting. Nice little scalp there, right here on a short. Hard to long from up here into seller strength here. Okay, we're to sweep this 24,440. Gives me a little bit more room there. there's a scalping opportunity here at the 24,440. I guess this would look something like that, just to make it a little bit easier in the eyes. Be right back. All right, start a poll here. What do you guys think? Do we hit the IB high or the IB low here first this morning? Low sitting at the 24,326. IB high is sitting at the 24,546. I personally feel like we go for the IB high. That's my vote. Let me know what you guys think. Kind of swept this here a little bit. Yeah. We'll see what kind of reaction they get here, but I don't like that sweep right there. I'm gonna actually take this off. So with the IB high, we do have this area of unbalanced seller volume here at the 24,560s to the 68s. So that's something to think about too for the IB. The IB is in a pretty solid red area as of right now, unless something here flips. I got one vote for low, high, so far majority of people are on IB low. I kind of feel like the IB high is here is what's going to be in play, but we'll see. Of course, that scalp would have worked right here that I had mapped out. sellers did flip here. Nothing to change in our red band because that's we know that's where they have their strength at. So nothing to do really there. Kind of lost focus of the ES there for a little bit, but if you take a look, they swept this this nice reaction band here back to the upside. I'm sorry, it was right here. Looks like they're defending that area pretty well. able to get these all painted in time, but maybe I will. All right, taking a look a little scalp here short at the 24 5/14s. It's gotta be right there. Come on, buddy. Come on. Nice. Nice scalp right there. Sorry, now that one came in pretty quick. We used to wash them really fast. Nice. That brings us into a little green for the morning. After maybe not the greatest trading so far. Nothing changing on the footprint here yet. See if sellers can put the screws here on the buyers here a bit. You see all this buying pressure right now. Sellers are still taking market down, which obviously just shows buyers putting in a lot of effort with very little reward on their move. This to me, this golden shaded area here, this to me is still a very big unbalanced volume pocket. I obviously have a scalp set up right here at the 24 440s, but this could very easily turn into be a much bigger trade as well. Now if you're looking for a bigger target, you're going to have probably a little bit bigger of a stop loss than what I'm at right now. Obviously you might be able to keep this stop and get a great risk to reward here, but just understand that this is a very big unbalanced volume area for me. Trying to see in what footprint I might be able to catch a scalp here. Well, everybody for the IB high, including myself, won that one. It's a pretty strong move here by buyers. Really keeping a close eye on the 120 here. See if we get a flip here or not. Did not get filled there. Very good, but let's bring this up right around here. Probably could have let this run just a little bit longer. Probably could have let that run just a little bit longer. But I will take those 15 points. All right, so IB high seemed to be the play this morning, and that's a nice little trade there. Granted, I could have probably held this one a little longer. This was a bigger time frame short for me, so this is probably going to run for the 30 points. So all in all, not... Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Holy fuck. Sorry. Holy fuck. Oh, man, I did not mean to do that. I don't even know how that pressed the bid button. Oh, my God. All right, so that's a strike against my focus here this morning. Holy shit, that was bad. Did not mean to do that whatsoever. So like I said, you know, not overall throughout the day, I've just shown myself that my trading really has not been great. But even though we had a strong move here, you can see all this increasing delta. Again, this is a pretty classic reversal pattern for me now, so we probably are going to see a, you know, we could even see the IB low get hit. So I should have probably taken this for 30 points. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Again, all fucking hindsight crap. But I did not. If you guys saw, I tried to get in at the close of this candle, but I clicked that button that I have for the close of the bottom candle. This is a perfect flip here. 86 positive delta, red footprint, and I then had to mark it into that order for the short. And I'm pretty sure, again, if everything was done perfectly, 32 points, so that would have given me my 32 points, but what are we up here? All right, 1,200 bucks, it's not bad. It's a good day. It's a good day's work. So even though I'm being pretty hard on myself, and I understand that, I'm my worst own judge, I guess. But the trading in general today has just not been fantastic. Not been fantastic. I mean, clear pattern for me here. This would have been, you know, a 30 point. I was on, my ATM was set to 15 points because I was anticipating the IB play. Typically on the 120 range, I'm always on the 30 point ATM, but as we're approaching the IB, I always go down to the 15. So that's what it was set when I got my footprint confirmation. That was originally on the 60, and if you guys heard me, we did not get a confirmation here off of the reaction band. So then what I said is, all right guys, I'm going to switch over to the 120 and I'm going to watch this 120 candle. By the time I tried to hit my close at close of bar, which would have gotten me a 4 or 5 point better entry, it didn't fill me, so I marketed into that sell order with the original 15 ATM. I adjusted my stop based on my conditions of the footprint, and the better of me got, the worse of me got me on that 15 points. So again, I know I'm kind of being hard on myself, but that's kind of how I would judge my morning here. Where the range is over for the candle. You mean like kind of like the bar counter I have down here? Tiger Trades, Fanatic. Because this is a range counter, so this will when this gets to 120, that's when that bar closes. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but yes, it will print a line on the chart exactly where the range is done. Oh, okay. sure, if you're on my Discord, you can DM me it or send me an email. All right, guys. As the trading really for today really hasn't been the greatest for me. Obviously, the P&L reflects a nice profit for the morning. The trading has not been great. I think I'm going to call it here a day for this morning and see maybe if I can catch something in the afternoon here. But not the greatest day of trading, just to be honest with you. I did see the scalping areas really well. I think in total I probably mapped out maybe 6 or 7 scalping zones. I would say 5 out of the 7 worked out. Maybe 4 out of the 7 worked out today. Actually, 5 out of the 7 worked out today, but one of them was in an area that was still controlled by sellers, and it was a buying scalping area, so didn't take that trade, which would have hit. But how I see my unbalanced volume, as you guys can see on the higher time frame, the lower time frame, they generally work out really nicely. But all right, that's all I got for you guys here this morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and hopefully we can get some more profits. All right, take care, everybody.